Something your parents never let you do that everyone else could. My parents never let me go to sleepovers. Like ever. Not once in my entire childhood. And it wasn't just a casual rule. It was this weird hill they would absolutely die on. I grew up in the super average suburban neighborhood where sleepovers were basically the currency of childhood social life. Everyone was always sleeping at someone's house for birthdays or just random weekends. But whenever I got invited, it was always the same answer. You can go until 9 p.m., but then we'll pick you up. My parents had this whole system where they'd show up at whatever friend's house right at 9 p.m. sharp. No exception. I remember being at Rose's birthday party in 5th grade, and my dad literally standing in their living room while all the other girls were setting up sleeping bags. Rose's mom tried to convince him I could stay, saying she'd keep an eye on us, but he just smiled that weird tight smile and said, family policy, like that explained everything. The worst part wasn't even leaving the parties early. It was having to explain to everyone why I was leaving. Kids would be like, but why can't you stay? And I never had a real answer. I made up stuff about having to feed our dog in the morning. We didn't have a dog, or that I had early swim practice. I didn't swim. The embarrassment was crushing TBH. I tried everything to change their minds. I begged, I cried, I made PowerPoint presentations about the developmental benefits of peer socialization. Yes, I was that kid, LOL. I even got my friends' parents to call mine and personally vouch for their supervision. Nothing worked. By middle school, the invites started drying up. Why bother inviting the girl who always has to leave? I'd see Instagram stories of my friends all having breakfast together the next morning and it just hurt. I started making up excuses to not go to parties at all because leaving early felt worse than not being there. My parents weren't even super strict about other things. I could watch PG-13 movies. I had a reasonable curfew for regular hangouts. They let me wear what I wanted. It was just sleepovers they were weird about. When I was 16, I finally broke down during a massive fight about it. I was sobbing, asking why they were deliberately making me an outcast, when my mom got really quiet. She sat down and told me that when she was 12,